the return of Brandy and Dave to my Sunday night show. I love you guys. I haven't talked to you guys in quite some time. You guys are one of the first Disney couples that I really thought, all right, me and my wife can do this. And I actually made my wife watch you guys, and I couldn't get her to come. Now, every now and then I do, but you guys are like the first Disney couple that I think of. Is that cool or is that weird? Oh, did I lose your audio? I don't have your audio all of a sudden.
Something's beeping.
Oh, well, yeah, it'd be great if I
hit a button.
I'm glad it was you. I've had audio issues on my end for a while. I'm like, oh no, what happened?
No, that's not creepy at all. I think it's great.
It's awesome.
True. You guys are fun. Like, do you guys like being called a Disney couple? Because I think
Oh yeah. I don't mind at all.
We are a Disney couple.
You are exactly.
It's been an interesting run the last couple years for sure. It's going to continue to be so. But like, yeah, man, we'll be the Disney couple. Doesn't matter to me.
Well, and that's one of the things
we're not a WDW couple.
There's another one. Well, I guess we could go through the list, but no, let's talk about you guys. Right. So, when I had you guys on the show about a year ago, when I had known you maybe for about a year, then I had you on the show for a year ago.
A year ago.
I didn't look at the date. I don't know exactly.
March 17th of last year.
Okay, well there you go.
That's the last time we were both on.
This is why I can't get rid. This is why I can't get away with anything because he knows stuff.
Yeah, that was crazy that he knew the date. Like what? The heck?
Here's why, and here's the full circle, right? So we recorded
2019, a year before. Okay.
Yeah. So March 17th, 2019, St. Patty's Day, we recorded our podcast with LBV.
Yes,
Maria, and then
you told me that.
Literally had to shut it down and say, "Hey, we're on a live stream in like 10 minutes."
That might have been when I met them.
I didn't even remember that.
Yeah,
I remember you saying that during the show, and I don't think I knew them then. I might have, but I think that was how I met them.
Yeah, it was. Memory is like ridiculous.
What's really funny is on that podcast that day we had found out that LBV was starting because at that point she was Mini Maria Mouse.
That's right. That's right. So, I wouldn't remember that, but I do now.
So Maria had that Instagram. Then her and Chris decided to start this, and they've had a heck of a run for the last 18 months, which is out of this world good. Great people, fantastic. You've had them on the show.
Sure, love them both.
Right, love them both. You always have the Sam Eagle shirt like we all do.
Yes, I love that. I think that's my favorite one. It's out there. The Nightmare Before Christmas one, but I haven't taken it out of the wrapper yet because. Well, maybe tomorrow's September or Tuesday or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen, it's 2020. You can do whatever.
They got a ton of.
I'm ready to decorate for Christmas. I'll do it.
They have a ton of good Star Wars ones that I really like, and they got the Hogwarts collection coming out. So check that out too.
Talking about Lake Buena visitors, go there on Etsy. Dole Whip for 10% off. I'm sure you guys got a code too. I don't get a penny. We're just their friend. Save some money, but they're awesome.
We don't have a code.
You need a code. Brandy and Dave. It seemed like too obvious.
It's all good.
It could be Disinfluencers. It could be B-Juck's Boutique. It could be a lot of things.
It could be a lot of things.
So, and that's where I was going with that. A year and a half ago, what the heck are we? Man, I'm getting old right here just having this conversation. A year and a half ago, you weren't part of Disney. I didn't know what B-Juck's Boutique was. Disinfluencers, big thing. You weren't on Twitch yet. What's the biggest change in the year? Talk to you about both of you. Take this one. What's been the biggest difference in your creation? In the past year and a half.
You want to go first? Or you want to start?
I think. Well, okay.
Go. You're fine.
I know for us both, but I'm going to go with me because I'll let you cover your things.
Okay.
So is the boutique, because that just like I started that in March and it's just taking off, which is fun. I like that.
March 2020. And frankly, it wasn't until May 2020.
I actually started and launched it on my dad's birthday.
No, I understand that. I understand that. But you had one order and then you sold that. But like your real all in was post COVID.
He said he was going to let me do that.
Okay, go. You're good.
This is why I interrupt him.
on my show with my wife, I do a show every morning with my wife 6 days a week, and that is exactly what happens. I always say, "All right, go ahead, sweetie," and then I answer for it. So it is what it is.
I know. I watch.
That's what happens.
She doesn't, but she wants me to, and then she looks at me funny. I'm like, "Go ahead," and then no. So it's a little weird. I should shut up. It's
so good.
But anyway, so let's talk about it. B-Juck's, am I pronouncing it right? Boutique?
Yeah.
Bijou if you're French.
Bijou. Well, I'm very nice. I like French toast and French fries. Does that count?
Or if you're Zip, it's BJ's Boutique.
Yes, Zip. I love him. So
he's a little crazy.
He's funny.
So tell me about the boutique, and hello everybody in chat. I know I haven't said hello, but I want to get right to my friends. But hello there. Welcome in. Check out that link. Brandy, tell me about the boutique.
So I love getting clothes. I love the feeling. What I don't know about you, but I like to get new stuff.
Look,
and
cool.
It's like that super happy. I don't know. I just get that
Magic.
good, happy feeling. And I was like, this would be fun to just share with my friends and whoever, because, that little bit of happiness when you get something new. And then it just became like this, like, it just kept growing, and this was my fun idea.
It blowed up.
And it really did. And I just I love getting stuff to people. I have all kinds. I have trendy clothes. I have just classic stuff, things you can wear with whatever. And
I said hi to Andrew.
I don't even know.
I was just shooting people.
I know, but I honey.
I know.
See, I get off track.
Train of thought. It's what I do.
Just so we're clear, I laughed at the face you made at him because that was funny.
I'm just
but then you thought he said something funny.
Yeah. And then I'm like, what'd you say?
Thing.
I don't even know what you just said. So, but anyway, it's great. I'm loving it. And I'm giving people stuff at like great prices that they can look cute. And it's like, I don't know, it's like a little part of me, like, I know it's making them happy too. So that's all.
People way smarter than me say just do one thing for one person, one customer or whatever. And that's how it starts. And it sounds like it started well after you got your first.
I have like big giveaways this weekend too. There's all kinds of fun stuff. I love to give stuff away.
So it's Bjux. It's Bjux Boutique on Facebook. BJUX.
Hey, this is my card.
Boutique.
Look
here. Look how pretty
that
is. And wait. Time out. So look. So if you look at the background in the painting, that is Brandy's painting.
I have like I had an art page that I did. She has
an Etsy, right?
Yeah.
Brandy is like. She is so much better than I am, just in general.
I'm just good at different things.
She has so many qualities.
I should just let you go and listen.
You probably should. She has so many like qualities.
I miss you guys
and skills.
I miss you, Jeff.
and like
he's still going.
She started.
I have this on video.
Exactly. She started with like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this artsy stuff, right? And then I'm going to make ears. Then I'm going to do more artsy stuff. Then I'm going to make wine glasses and all this stuff, right? And so Brandy and I have gone back and forth. And Jeff, you and I have talked on Creator Talk about a lot of things. And everything's right. Like, but it's like Brandy is really good doing a lot of things. Cooking, obviously. And a whole lot of other stuff that like she's been like baking cakes. You've seen the pictures for that. Yep. She's done all this stuff, but it's never
up over here.
But it's never really like
I love it.
Like she's never really grabbed onto something and wanted to make a business out of it. This she has, and it's
like a jack of all trades.
The thing is that, and I really think,
a Jane of all trades.
Yeah, but I've never said this. I've never said this to you, but I think the real issue is that with this she doesn't have to make anything.
What do you mean?
But what she's got to do is make it right for you. Whoever's buying it,
I can do that.
And she is she's brilliant at it. In her own way. And the thing is that I'm really good at like us doing stuff together and me taking it over. Obviously, brandyandDave.com. Anyway,
I just put in the Instagram link. I should have put in that one, but there you go.
Thank you. No, but honestly, like with this, I'm running the books and I don't like running books at all. I hate numbers. I mean, I like numbers, but
you're better at it than me because I'll mess them up.
But someone's got to keep it all contained.
When you don't want to do the books, but you're doing them anyway, it must be going good.
Well, exactly.
Right?
And the thing is that not only that, but it's not like she's immediately been like, okay, I'm going to take this out. I'm going to go buy that. Like everything's going back into it.
I got to get stuff for my girls. I want to get more fun stuff.
I am so proud of what she's done over the last 6 months. So she's dwarfing me.
Oh,
Dave, you can never be dwarfed.
I don't think I can be dwarfed.
That is impossible.
But whatever.
I love you guys. So there you go. So if you don't know what we're talking about, you need to go click the link. Well, I put the Instagram link in there again. Is there another place?
You can
the Facebook group's a lot bigger. Yeah. Instagram I don't do as much on because I'm still trying to figure out how to sell stuff on Instagram. But the Facebook group, there's a page, but the group is where you want to get in because the page is just kind of an afterthought. The group is where the exclusive items are.
I don't think I'm in that. I'm not on Facebook much, but I'll dive in and I'll check it out.
Well,
come on in. It's okay.
Jeff, we need to do a creator talk on this. Right? Me and you. She can come if she wants, but it's really late. But here's the thing, and it's only because I know how much you're all about making money on the internet.
I hope to be.
And this is crazy, mainly because you have you're basically selling something in a social media platform, but that's a cottage industry in and of itself. Now there's this whole cottage industry that is supporting that cottage industry, like something called it's blanking right now. Comment sold. It's called Comment Sold, and basically what it is a program.
Say it again. I didn't understand it.
Comment Sold.
Comment Sold. Okay.
Because what you do is comment,
I'm gonna write down,
and then it's sold. But it's interesting that there's a whole industry that is supporting this other industry now.
Yeah, it's pretty
crazy.
Neat. But it just depends what you're selling. And
I'm a huge fan of Shopify, and I know that Facebook is about to integrate. Yeah, well, Facebook's about to integrate a Shopify-like thing. They have a connection there straight into was it Marketplace? I don't know Facebook very well. I really don't.
Well, the big Facebook win that's going to happen is Facebook gaming.
Yes,
and everyone 100% made fun of Mixer going down and Facebook buying it.
Facebook's putting a lot of resources into that.
They're going to kill it.
I don't even know.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's dead, so you don't need to know.
Yes.
Good time to not know about it.
Don't even worry about it.
At any rate, long and short of it, if you are buying for a female or are female,
come on over.
Brandy's got a bunch of stuff. It's all
just if you're there to see what I have and be there for the giveaways, why not? I'm happy to have you. It's just trendy. It's like a positive group, just with clothes.
Brandy likes friends with clothes.
Positive group. But you know what? That's something funny, but I won't even go.
Really
Scully's, Two Real Geeks, Booming Cheese, and Candy Mom. Everybody else who's in here, I feel like I'm ignoring you. Please don't feel ignored. Scully's, Roger Wakefield's blowing up. That's great. He's got like 100,000 a day or something lately, but whatever. Anyway, welcome in, everybody. I'm glad you're here. If you don't know who my guests are tonight, it's Brandy and Dave. Brandy is B Jux Boutique. Brandy, or Dave, is 1/4 of the Disney crew. They used to have a podcast. Now he's got a Twitch. I don't even know about your Twitch. So sometimes I ask questions on this show where I know the answer. This time I don't. Tell me about what the heck are you doing on Twitch?
So it's all Shep's fault.
I believe that.
100%. So
every time we have a show just inside baseball, anytime I'm on a show with either him or Shep or a combination of them, as soon as it goes dead, they're like, all right, let's go game. Whatever game's hot you're talking about.
Pretty much.
I love it.
So it's not even that. Like, I don't know, several months ago, Shep's like, I think I'm going to start a Twitch channel. It's like, okay, cool. So he's like, I'm going to start playing Call of Duty, which everyone knows Call of Duty. I haven't played Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2, which is like, I don't know, 8 years ago.
Oh, wow. I never played it. A lot of my buddies, including you, a lot of my buddies love it. But see, Andrew's talking about the Daily Dave. There you go. A little segue.
Dave Daily. That's so at any rate, Shep started this whole thing. I'm like, that sounds fun. I'm going to come play with you. So got the game, started playing on Xbox, and it's cross-platform. He's on computer. Long story, whatever. Anyway, so he's doing this, and I'm like, why not stream Twitch? I have everything available to do it. So
might as well
started doing that. I don't know. I do it like once every other week. It's not huge.
I hear it's hard to get traction over there.
It's real tough. But here's the win. And this is more of a creator talk thing. But
this is a you guys thing. You talk whatever you want.
You can't just go on Twitch and attempt to organically grow like YouTube. It doesn't have the same type of traction, right?
Search or whatever.
Right. So you have to do it from other platforms and move over there.
Gotcha.
So, there's a whole lot of Twitch streamers that are blowing up TikTok. You know me and TikTok. We've talked about it a few times. What did you do?
I was trying to type to K.
Yeah, well, it also says the Dave Daily because we're signed in as that. So we should probably change.
Oh yeah, I see. That's right.
We should probably change that.
Just let it go.
So any rate, have the Brandy and Dave TikTok started. I want to kind of get out of it. And Jeff, I know we texted about this.
Get out of what?
No, I'm sorry. Get out of that Disney bubble, right? Like there's a lot of stuff that I like on top of it.
What? I don't like this answer.
You want to expand?
Me personally.
Dave personally. There we go. That's better.
I said I didn't say we. I said I've had.
Don't get grounded.
I've had a Disney and beer TikTok or a Disney and beer podcast before.
Brandy, I'll go to see with you anytime. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I had a Disney and beer podcast several years ago. Lots of stuff that I'm into. So
you've done a lot of different things.
I have. I've started the Dave Daily because there's a lot of segments of stuff that I like, and you can't cross that stuff on YouTube. You know how it is. So
you can't.
I'm in all of them.
Yeah,
it's true. Started the Dave Daily on YouTube. Didn't do anything with it. started it on TikTok, and it's been okay. COVID kind of shut a lot of my creativity down, which really sucks.
Why?
Just in general. Because life and work took over, and every single like cent of mental energy that I had went into that, and just tough. But
you're not
out of that.
Talked to a bunch of people.
But you know what? It's coming back.
It's okay. Out of that grew Brandy's boutique, which is awesome.
Yep.
You know, it's coming back. Had dissing that through the whole thing, so a lot of energy went into that. We've done a lot over the last.
When did that start? Because we talked about the March St. Patty's Day. It must have started just pretty quick.
It was right after that.
Yeah,
it was very soon after that. Mm-hmm.
The world has changed.
It has.
So many levels.
It has. So that's when this and that came in, and you know, we as a group have done a whole heck of a lot over the last 18 plus months, right?
It feels like you guys have like known each other forever.
It feels like it's been a long time.
As a friend to all four of you and a fan of the show, it feels like the Beverly Challenge wasn't the beginning of it. It was
which was a year ago, by the way, today.
Exactly. It was the big thing that you guys did. You had already kind of gotten some traction, and now that's like a long time ago.
It's a year ago.
The world is going like that.
Yeah, Jeff, we were hanging out a year ago. Just
I know, it was sweating and hugging, and that was a great day. That was a great week. I can't believe that was it. Like, it feels like, just like so many other things, right? It feels like it wasn't a year ago. It was just not that long ago, but it also feels like it was 20 years ago.
Right.
Like, so much has changed. I mean, just what we talked about on the show tonight. All of it wasn't even a thing yet. It's nuts.
Well, and honestly, if it was a normal quote unquote 2020, we would have, you know, you'd be making fun of us for the amount of minivans that we took for our June trip. I noticed, but I mean, like our June trip 2020, we would have said we took 87 minivans, and Pete would have asked a question, and it would have been great. But like now, it's like we as a family haven't been to Disney in over a year.
Yeah.
I've been several times with the guys, but we all didn't see this coming, right? So it's like, how do you stay connected to what Disney was? Yeah. In the fact that Disney is now quote unquote what Disney is, it's not the same, right? And then there's been other overarching changes that are coming, like Splash Mountain. Things like that have had some social pressures on it. So it's real interesting going into 2021, which was supposed to be the 100% like, here's the second coming of everyone going to Disney parks. Not that it wasn't a vacation destination for everyone.
No, but Epcot's birthday or anniversary and so much. The
50th anniversary of Magic Kingdom. I don't know, 77 different projects. Not really, but like a couple dozen different projects that were going to be done. And now all of us in the community are figuring out how the hell are we going to do it, cover it, what's coming out, and how are we going to cover 2021.
Yeah.
So I know Brandy and I have had many a conversation about how do we set up Brandy and Dave, the channel, going through 2020. And this is late 2019. We've had many a conversation, right? How do we set it up so that 2021 is where we just bang, right? Like boom, 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 boom. 5, 6, 7 trips as a family going down, right? Like, how are we going to set up what the cost structure is to go and do that and make it happen? And now it's like,
with so many variables, like me and my wife, we have 3 trips planned right now: October, New Year's Eve, and I don't know, spring, whatever that one is. And I mean, I hope to go to all 3. I expect to go to all 3, but I wouldn't be surprised if we go to none of them. Like, I don't know how's the world going to be tomorrow, let alone in next spring. Like, who knows whether it be COVID or the channel or just life. And you guys got so much more churn. Like, you're still doing all those things, and you packed all that other stuff on there. Well, go ahead. I feel like I'm stepping in. What were you gonna say?
No, you're good. I was just gonna say, like, where are you gonna put your mental energy?
Yes.
Right? Are you gonna put it into planning for something that you can't plan for?
Yes.
Or are you going to focus on something that you can, which is Brandy's boutique, which is she's focusing on. I'm supporting and helping in whatever capacity I can to help. But TikTok, Twitch, whatever, and Brandy and Dave live streams at home. It's a brand new thing.
Yeah, that's new. That's a new thing.
We haven't been able to find a spot time-wise, and I think we finally did.
Well, that's just because of me. That's my fault.
It's not your fault.
Well, I feel like you're more of a planner, and I'm kind of a like, whatever.
Well, that's 100%
like,
true.
I have to be in the mood to like do a live stream and whatever. So sometimes that's just, I don't know. That's why I didn't want to pick a time slot, but I think we found one, and for now we'll see.
Brandy, I totally understand. I've got a whole bunch of scheduled shows, but I guess it was 2 years ago. I pushed hard against the idea of having a scheduled show. Now I have a lot, and
like 17.
It's because the commitment, right? Like, I love it. Once I go, I love it. 99.9% of the time, I have a blast talking to people, or just if it's on my own. But that 15 minutes before, sometimes I'm like, I don't want to, and it's the energy I get from people in the chat and people like you talking to you guys. It's one of my favorite things, but I totally get it. It's hard to, I want this to be a fun thing. I don't want it to be a commitment thing. Once you put a schedule on, it's a commitment thing. And you guys have, well, we've talked about 7 or 8 different things. That's a lot of commitment. So how do you, Dave, how do you and Brandy, as you were just saying, Dave, commit? How do you decide, well, just like you said, where to put your energy?
Well, we basically decided that if we're going to continue with the channel as a channel, not that we wouldn't be part of the community, but if we're going to continue with the channel as a channel, we got to do something live from home.
Right. So, because right now we have a lot of videos we need to put out from our trip last year, and we haven't done that. And finding time to edit is just, it's not feasible at this moment. So we wanted to still do things, and I think be, just join in on the fun.
Yeah.
So this is a way we can still add in our little bit of Disney and just have fun.
Well, I think at the heart where we want to put out content, there have been a lot of roadblocks, and some of them have been, fight through it, and we should, but it just hasn't happened. But like, we've always been like, we want to do live streams, but we don't want to commit to a time.
Yeah,
but then it got to a point where there were no times to commit to.
Yeah, and I feel bad.
They were
like, I don't
available
want to
without
go
being
live when it's someone else's time.
without completely stepping on someone's toes. So we found a reasonable time.
And that's hard now. You know what? I used to worry about that too. The community has the live streaming Disney, whatever this is, community. There's no times available. So you just gotta go when you can go. I mean, my buddy Pete, we're good buddies. His show and my show overlap. It is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. People vote with their feet, and you just have fun. And anyway,
well, and that's the thing. I mean, we don't want to overtly kind of step on anyone's toes. But at the same token, we'll go from there. So so we grabbed Tuesday at 5:30. We're doing what we're calling Party of Two with Brandy and Dave.
Love it.
Which is going to be more food focused than anything.
So it's the live stream, unedited, just to be clear, right? That's what you said. I love it.
Live stream 5:30, Tuesday, 5:30 Eastern, Tuesday. So some of it's going to be cooking, but a lot of it's going to be focused on Disney food, right? So is it a lounge? Is it a restaurant? Is it a type of food? Is it whatever, right?
So
like our experiences that we've had, we're going to talk about.
So that's a perfect segue, because you are, and I've said this to you before, and I've said it in the chats before, whether you're there or not. Pete sent us, hey, everybody coming over for Pete. Karki, I'm glad I found you.
What up?
Everybody who's popping in, I appreciate you guys. You are my go-to for lounges. Matter of fact, I think with LBV, you introduced me to them. I'm pretty sure you did. I think you're the one that introduced me. I was aware of them, but I think you're the one that kind of got me to go in. It's like one of my favorite things now, and that's totally your fault. What's your favorite lounge and why? And then we'll talk about a couple other things that I want to get to. HLP, hey ho, Snap, hey Team Mold, hey everybody, what's going on?
So I know Dave's favorite, but I think my favorite, as much as I like that one, I'm going to go with Brown Derby.
Brown Derby's good.
Because
Brown Derby's one of my favorites.
I just love Hollywood Studios. I love the old Hollywood.
You liked it before it went Star Wars YouTube, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now everybody loves it. But
I just love it. And I don't know, we've been there and just hanging out, and we've had the actors come in. Stone Granite.
That's such a good video.
I think
such a good video.
You and Corey did a video with you and you, and that was, I think, maybe not my introduction, but my first, I understand it now, on Brown Derby. That looks so fun.
I love the Brown Derby, and I'm a huge fan of Hollywood Studios because I feel like I was born too late. Like that is my era, you know. I love it. So I just love sitting there and hearing the music, and I just love the atmosphere, and the food's great. I always get a dirty martini there, and it's always yummy. It's not as good as what Dave makes, though, because he's awesome at making stuff. But I just love it.
Yeah.
No, hey, David, I see you.
Brown Derby's fantastic. Love it there. I wish they had an inside option.
Yeah.
I like being outside and I like being out there.
I'm an outside person. You're not.
No, my thing is that when it's August, and it's 104 degrees,
we don't even go anymore. There's 3 or 4 months that we're not even gonna go. It's just we're from San Diego. And now we live in Texas. So you think we'd get Orlando hot is another level. I don't know.
It's humid.
It melts
but
me.
there's a nice little breeze that comes down into that air. I don't know.
I'm
just thinking of how much I love it.
I've never had an issue.
It's the martini, the dirty martini.
You're probably right. I've never had an issue with going there when it came to temperature. You're always under an umbrella. There is some semblance of air moving. And if you get a table that's next to the doors, AC comes out.
That makes a difference.
So it's okay. And honestly, the fact that that's the only detriment, it's a fantastic lounge. If you're in Hollywood Studios and looking for something to eat, they have fantastic stuff. The sliders there, killer. A bunch of other apps.
There's lots of really good things there.
The other really good lounge. There's 2 other. Well, technically 3 other at this point.
What is your favorite?
My favorite.
One.
I want to say
for one day. What lounge could you go to?
Well, that's a whole other question because I'm only going to one park and I'm going to Hollywood Studios. So I'm going to, if you only limit me to one lounge at Hollywood Studios, it's going to be Brown Derby.
Over Otis?
Probably yes.
Wow.
Well, there's food there. That's the issue. You can knock out a meal.
I hear you.
I love Oga's. Don't get me wrong.
I haven't been in yet.
Oga's is killer. Drinks are great. They're overpriced. It's cool. They boot you out. But like, I'd rather just go grab a Ronto's wrap and enjoy myself at Galaxy's Edge, and then go to Baseline on the way out, grab a beer, and then drink that beer while you're walking over to Hollywood Studios.
Baseline's underrated. I love Baseline.
Baseline's 100% underrated. I really wish that they would find someone who's in charge of it that focuses more on rotating out those beers, because they've had the same beers since the front end, and they were supposed to spotlight all the good stuff from California, and they have. I mean, there's some decent stuff there, but it's all mass market stuff.
I know the owners of one of them, Arrogant Bastard Ale. They're from San Diego.
Wait, you know the owners of Stone?
I do.
All right, we got to talk off stream.
Oh my gosh, and that's stuff. Well, we do. I have some stories that you'll get mad at. But
no, I won't get mad at anything. That's awesome.
No, you will. Trust me. But it's not. It's all good. It's all good. But anyway, they're super good guys, and they were involved with the Boys and Girls Club, and this is the whole thing. But anyway,
that's awesome.
All right, so let's get to it. Minivans. What the heck? Like, I've not been in one, so I'm not going to judge. But I
want to zoom it across right now.
So we drive. So we don't fly. We drive. So we have a car.
Right.
So we're already not someone in that market, I suppose. But when we do, we've done the bus. We've done there plenty of ways to do it. The minivan looks like it's more expensive than all the others, but you guys are like the cult leader of the minivan cult. I need to know what I don't understand. Brandy, I'm looking right at you.
Yes, I'll take it, because I have, since they've started. Well, we were there when they launched a couple of years ago.
All right, so let's just start here.
Okay.
Heart.
Yeah.
Head.
Okay.
Let's start with heart.
So I'm like, this is so cool. We need to try this out. This is amazing, and I loved it. Now at that point, the rides were
since then.
Yes, they were only like $25 to go anywhere on property.
It's plus not that anymore.
And you know what? That wasn't a big deal. So the next trip was like that, but we had Lyft app, I think. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to money. That's his job. But I'm going to be honest. I mean, this is Brandy. I will not hide anything. Like, that's just the way it is. But for me, we live in Pennsylvania. We get to Disney. I mean, now it's a little bit more, but when we go down, it is time, I want to spend as much time in Disney as possible. And with the minivan service, you have a cast member that knows what's going on. They're telling you all kinds of awesome information. They get you there super fast. It's clean. It's safe, because I'm a little nervous. I'm sorry if any of you are like Uber or Lyft people, but like, I don't want to ride with a stranger. Like, if it's a Disney person.
I don't do Uber a lot, but is it Uber Black? Is that what they call that? When we do it, we do that.
I don't know.
Like that,
that's the high end one.
I mean, I'm being blatantly honest here.
I love it.
And whenever I go, like, we go in the summer, it's very busy, it's very hot, and I know there's been many times that we're waiting for the bus and it goes, we don't get on, and then you finally get on. And I know there was a time that sticks out in my mind that Dave's holding sleeping Dawson, and we're standing, and like, people were just mean. And that's too stressful. I mean, you could just,
no, I know.
Do you want me to get into it?
No, yeah, go, it's fine.
So, like, I don't want that for my experience. I will pay whatever to have a happy, refreshing, because you get cooled off. Like, you get in it, it's nice and cool. You get to where you need to go.
You need to be like the owner of a minivan, because I
tell them, Jeff, I tell them every time, I am your number one fan. Yeah. And, I get the most crap for it, but I really am. Like, for me to like cut down on that stress of waiting for your ride, be packed in like sardines for a free whatever, I will stay at a value resort. Well, maybe I'll stay at a moderate resort instead of a deluxe resort. I sound like so high maintenance, but you're totally. I am. It's okay. So
I sound so high maintenance, but
I have no shame. When I go to Disney, I want to have like this great experience, and I don't want that added stress. We can be leaving the park. We know the minivan's going to be there, and hopefully about 15-20 minutes we can gauge our walking. We're not running for a bus. We're not fighting for seats, and I get more Disney time. And for me, living so far away, that's the value for me.
So let me ask you this. This is a very selfish question. So I try to interview my guests, but this one's for me. We drive, so it's a little different. So we have our car there.
Right.
We've done that.
I would agree.
We park VIP. We pay an extra $10.
Yep.
And I walk to
it's
my
the same
car.
thing.
I think it is. Only
and I think that would be
a cool wrap.
Yeah. I think that would be okay. We drove for a couple years, and that was prior to the
we drove
right? But wait, did we drive a year that
we drove for several years? And we drove 1 year where there were minivans.
And we still use them.
That was only because it was allegedly on the front end going to be a novelty item.
Well, and again, in the beginning, it was like half price.
And then
it was $20 to go anywhere we wanted. And instead, we figured we'd do it once. We waited well into our trip.
Parking.
Well, there was no VIP parking at that point.
Brandy, did you see? I put what Josh put down there.
Yeah, bougie. Yeah, bougie.
She's so bougie. Brandy needs to be like a discount code on your
I save money other places, but like.
So here's the monetary part of.
I don't want souvenirs
of this whole thing, right? We're not huge souvenir people.
Well, except for my one Pandora charm.
Except for her Pandora charm and her Dooney and Burke bags.
I've had the same
and her years. Whatever. Anyway.
See, I wanted to get my wife those charms there too. The bags she buys, the charms, I just can't. Once I buy one, I know I'm dead.
Well, the Pandora thing we started before Disney. Yeah. Like that was
just once every trip we get one Pandora, and I don't get like the crazy expensive one. I get one that I think it like.
Oh, it means something.
It means something about that trip. And usually it's like the moderate charm.
They're $70 and you get 20 off for AP. So it's $50 for a piece of jewelry. I don't want people to get the wrong idea.
Like I'm not like super materialistic, but
here's the idea.
On my Disney trip I am.
People watch their stuff. They need some revenue.
Oh. So here's the deal with minivans, right?
I'm scared what you're going to say. Like you look so defeated.
No,
he looks so defeated right now.
I'm defeated in the fact that Pete has had like 12 people say, "Why would you not spend $1,000 on minivans?" And we've probably done that.
But I think we're the one. I don't think anyone's lived as far away as us. I feel like everyone else is pretty local, right?
And that's but here's the deal.
I don't know. I gotta think about that. We'll have to ask Pete.
When we go as a family, we go for 10 days.
Yeah.
During that time. Obviously, leading up to it, we look at our budget. Whatever our budget is, we
10 days. Yeah, you're going to have to with 10-day trip.
Right?
Absolutely.
So between cutting back on some semblance of food by going to lounges, which you brought up.
Yeah, it's a huge saver.
A huge saver when you're not paying $85 a plate for 4 people for a character meal. Between that and looking for the best value when it comes to hotel rooms.
Yeah.
Be it going at a moderate and staying at the Destina Towers and paying $189 a night as opposed to $379 at a deluxe. Or which this is the real win, renting points from someone via Dave's DVC rental or whatever. Hey, well, you have DVC, so that's fine.
Well, people, I don't have that many points. So.
We've actually never done it through any of that. The only time we've done that is one of her friends is DVC, and we've gotten like crazy deals. Like I think DVC rental like now is $17 a point. We were gonna pay 10 this year.
Yeah, she's wonderful. I have a really good friend.
We have the opportunity to save a lot of money when it comes to accommodations and stay at places. So we look at that. We look at the fact that you're saving money with your AP. We look at the fact that you're saving with Tables in Wonderland. And honestly,
it's like everything else, 20% off with AP.
It's 100% holistic, right? Like if we have $6,000 for the trip, we figure it out and we figure in what minivans are going to be.
Right.
And not only that, but if you use the Lyft app,
you get discounts.
A lot of the discounts are applicable to minivans. So you might get it's
we had 50% off.
Yeah, 25, 50% off your next 10 rides.
So everybody kind of makes fun of it, but the truth is the truth. You're not the only ones using it. My gosh, they doubled the price and they bought more vans. Obviously, you're one of many. So
well, and there's a lot of intrinsic value in the fact that like if it makes Brandy happier and we can get somewhere faster, because we're going from hotel to hotel.
Happy wife, happy life.
If it's a difference in $400 or $500 in travel for her not to be like, I think he's going to kill us.
I'm right here.
Some meanings I'm just saying. On the bus.
No, I meant like
you mean in an Uber.
You haven't been in an Uber.
No.
Ever.
No.
Honestly, one time when I was with the guys, when we went a year ago, we got an Uber. It was a freaking like brand new Suburban.
That's just lovely.
Leathered Denali. Oh my God. It was like, this is better. And the guy was amazing. He was like, we're going here. We're doing this.
But I don't know them. I'm not riding with a stranger. I mean, I do with the Disney stranger, but that's different.
I get it. Well, they're a Disney cast member.
There you go.
So
I like it. Hey, Donna,
right, so that's 8 minutes on
sorry.
On minivans.
So here, I have very few rules. All right. Rule number 1, I'm not sleeping on the couch. Rule number 2, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. I love you guys. Everybody, Donna's in the house, and Doofly Crew's in the house, and Andy O's in the house, Stacey Rogers. I'm not saying hi to that many people just because I want to concentrate on them, but I love all of you for being here. Brandy and Dave is the YouTube channel. Daily Dave or Dave? Something with it. That's what I said. Is the other thing. We've got Twitch. We've got BJUX Boutique. Pronounced however she said it over there. There you go. That one. You need to check that out. We haven't even talked about this and that. We're going to run out of time. I don't want to stay on it too long, but last time we talked, it wasn't even a thing. Give how did it happen? What's the origin story? I know the answer, but I think people will like it.
So the origin story is myself and Shep and Steve decided we were going to go live one night, and we never did.
After like having these nights, I'm going to interrupt you now because I can. So they had these nights they would just sit and they were like talking they were just hanging out like on this, but not live.
But it was the hour after. Yeah, sure.
So long and short of it is the four of us were hanging out off stream.
Hey, Viapre, thanks for being a member.
And many times we're like, why can't we just go do this? Why can't we just do what we're doing now on stream? So we decided that we were going to, and we rotated it through our 4 channels for a long time. We've done our best to keep everyone on their toes for the last couple years.
success.
COVID's been interesting for us because we've gone in spurts of the keep it on toes, and we've gone in spurts of, okay, we're doing this, and this just because we got to get something in. But with all of the creation of content aside, I've met and become best friends with 3 dudes that I would have never known ever. Beyond that, there's such a, I hate to say it this way, but there's like a secondary and tertiary and quaternary, like a bunch of other circles of a whole hell of a lot of fantastic people that we've met because of this and that. Yeah. And not just that, but because of Brandy and Dave. But I think this and that more so.
That makes sense.
And there's so many people that I consider friends now, like not internet friends. And Jeff, you and I have talked about this. The dropping of internet friends to just friends, and they're 100% that. Hell, I play Call of Duty with a lot of them now. Hell, my 8-year-old son plays Call of Duty with them whenever they think that I'm on and he's on, and they don't care. And it's just there's been such of a growth of community around what we've done as this and that. And I know we've all said it in some capacity. We just don't understand why. like
why it's had success? Why you guys like each other? What's the why you're talking?
No, like how people come and be like, all right, we're gonna watch these guys. It's like we're just 4 dudes.
Oh, gotcha.
Being dudes. It's what we do. We might stay on topic for 18 minutes of the 2 hours we're on.
That was a lie. That was a lie. There's no way it's 18 minutes.
100%. It might be 14. You're exactly right. No, but yeah, I mean, it's been a heck of a ride. We've had a lot of conversations recently about how we take it to the next level. So keep an eye out for things to come.
Be a fly on that wall. I've got a lot of opinions on why you guys have had success, and I've said it to a few people, including you before, but the world has changed a lot in the last decade or so, and 4 dudes having a good time, having a family-friendly, wholesome, good time, it's too rare nowadays. You guys are freaking awesome representation of what dudes can be. I mean, I'm not going to get all political, but
right.
Toxic masculinity, you're the vast opposite of that. You're freaking awesome masculinity. And I'm not just saying that because you're sitting there. I love you guys and I love the show, and I wish there was more positivity on the internet. That's one of the reasons why I love this Disney community. So I think you've got a little fire in the bottle there, and please don't stop. Do you want to give a hint on anything that's coming? You talked about some ideas. Any
we just there's you look at it, growth and plateaus, right? Growth plateau.
Mm-hmm. And, especially on YouTube for sure.
Well, exactly. And there's been a lot of us taking the chopsticks over to the walk and saying, we're just hanging out. Let's do this. So there's nothing crazy, just more of there's going to be a refocus to this and that. Let's just put it that way. So we're coming for you, YouTube.
I don't even know.
I was going to say I want to follow up, but Dave knows how to promote. I'll leave it there.
No, it's all good. And honestly, Jeff, that's part of it, right? Like, there's so many outlets, and we've been focusing on YouTube so heavily, and it's how do we grow? It's not even grow our audience. It's expose more of our ridiculousness to people that probably need to smile.
Amen. Well, I mean, that's great, your audience, buddy. I mean, one thing that I think I have that I think you have too, but I'll let you say it if it is. I mean, you mentioned how I like, the income online. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I do. Mm-hmm. Every time they deposit money in my account, I'm happy. But that's not what it is. It's having a positive voice, having a positive spin, having some, what do you want to do with whatever it is you do, whether it be work or fun? I want to have a positive impact on the people that are listening to me. And that's what you guys did in that, and Brandy and Dave, and I don't know the Daily Dave as well as I know me and you talked about.
There's nothing to know. It's not around yet. So
well, there you go then. But I think that having a plan that means more people hear your voice should be what we all have. I don't quite understand a lot of people have this, but I'm not supposed to admit that I really want to grow. I mean, I do. And I think it's serve one person. and then serve one more, and then serve one more, and then serve one more. Isn't that what whatever your careers are, or your YouTube stuff, or I mean, isn't that what we're doing? I think it is.
Yeah. I think that Brandy and I feel like we can try not to be that guy. Feel like we can take. I know I am.
Too late.
feel like we can take the connections that we've made, the brand that we've built, because it is branding, the brand that we've built, and hopefully get to a point where Winston doesn't have to stay in a cage all day. No, like we would love if in 5 years our work is
this
doing
and
this.
It's not work because it's
not work anymore.
Yeah,
you know, I mean that's a lot of people like I can make a boatload of money on X, Y, and Z, and it's not even a boatload of money. It's just everybody can make money. Not having to go to places that we don't feel we absolutely
and this
love.
Is like besides Disney, I mean, here with our community and our friends, this is our happy place too. So like why not be able to spend more time here with you all than places that are a little harder to be.
Yes, yeah, I try to be one of those voices that tells people this: you can do those things, not you can't. I mean, there's not a pot at the end of some YouTube rainbow that we're all trying to just get lucky. That was years ago. That's over. Yeah. But if you provide value to enough people, they provide value back. Like this, well, it's a creator talk conversation. But I mean, when me and Dave get in the same space, we end up going in because we're both. Yeah. I love it.
Well, what's really interesting, you start watching Twitch, right? And this is 100% Shep's fault, but there's a couple people that he has turned me on to, and you're watching them play Call of Duty, and there's 170,000 people watching them. Yeah. That's a small city. There's this one dude who just switched from Twitch to YouTube. His first stream back, he had 500,000 people watching him live. Before that, Jeff, and you'll love this. He streamed for 24 hours, and all it was a static picture with audio that he created. He had 300,000 people hanging out waiting to see when he was going to come on.
What kind of audio was it? Like I think
it was music that he has created for him by someone that he knows. He's included in that. It is him acting like some sort of radio DJ, calling himself out. It's a lot of self-deprecation. Super stuff. Dude's fantastic. 300,000 people waiting to see if he might come live. Wow. You should. The chat was just member. It's insane.
I run after school programs, and maybe 3-4 years ago, I don't know, something along those lines. Right before I started whatever this YouTube thing is that we're doing here, I couldn't. So the kids vote with their feet, right? And if you're a good youth development professional, kids are going to be in a room. And we had this 2 or 3 months of all of a sudden all the kids were congregating in the front, staring at the kids with the best device, and it was because Twitch was blowing up. And the gaming was blowing up, and Twitch was a new thing, and the kids were so engrossed in this gaming thing that I had to figure it out. What's going on? It's what I do on Sundays in the fall. I watch football. It's the same. It's the obvious evolution. It's esports. It's what it is. It's esports, and I mean the NBA and the NFL and Major League Baseball. Maybe not the NHL. I'm not as big of a fan as you are, but those sports are seemed like they're trying to push people away, where esports is making it insanely easy, like frictionless to be a fan. Like, what do you think? Well, you know more about it.
We mentioned a little bit, and I haven't done my research, but like the Facebook purchase of Mixer is going to change the landscape. Personally, right now, Twitch is the way to go when it comes to that.
You know this world more than me, but I hear all kinds of
I really don't. I mean, the big thing is that I try to keep my finger on the pulse of what's up. We've talked about being a Gary Vee fan and such before, but always trying to be on the what's next and tasting that, but focusing your energy on what works. You know what I mean? So
it goes to the time thing. What are you going to put your time in? You can't.
Yeah, exactly. Where are you going to put your time?
Or you can only repurpose
but you gotta try new stuff. Like I've had so many people say, "Oh, I can't focus on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. It's too much." Well, focus on two and play with the other.
Yeah. Well, it's as you just said, Gary Vee will talk about put 80% in the 20%, but then put your 20% in the other 80%. Exactly. Tell me about Twitch. Me and you have differing opinions on Twitch. I think I'm coming around to your side, and it's because of Walmart. I'm guessing you know about what I'm talking about.
You're talking about TikTok.
What did I say?
You said Twitch, but you're talking about TikTok.
Let's go backwards. We have this differing opinion on TikTok, but I think I'm coming to your side because of Walmart.
All right. Well, time out. Do you want the differing opinion?
I want whatever you want.
Here's the differing opinion.
Davey Crockett here in the house.
You can't see.
So if you look,
let me put it on you.
These are the last 6 posts from the Dave Daily.
Woo.
Yeah. The latest one is 157K. I posted it yesterday afternoon. Nothing different. Nothing.
So the algorithm is different, and I have my doubts on its believability. Blunt question: have you got paid? Because everybody I know who's creating over there keeps telling me I'm about to. Everybody, 100%.
Well,
I don't trust them as far as I can throw.
We got there with Brandy and Dave, and then COVID hit, and I didn't have enough energy to put into it.
See, I think that I just don't believe. Like, I think I would keep going if come on, 157K, you're going to keep going. You don't need me to tell you, but
nah, dude. There's people in this community that have had a couple million hit. Look at Donna. Look at Sam.
If it doesn't come to the creator, I don't know. It's if a tree falls on the porch, right? But with the Walmart Microsoft potential buy, I think that could change everything. And
what's really funny is a lot of people went over TikTok thinking that in 45 days it was gone, and that was the worst thing they could do because
there's zero
why not put energy into it? Listen. If the business is there, someone's buying it. If it's not Walmart and it's not Microsoft, it's
they have so many users. Somebody wants that. Yeah.
Somebody's buying the North American rights to it. Whether or not it gets shut down and it's 60 days from now, someone is buying the rights.
The only way it gets shut down is if China doesn't sell. And why wouldn't they? They've already got everything they need. They might as well get the dollars. So there's 0% chance.
First of all, if you're concerned that China is stealing your stuff through TikTok, they already have it. Across the board. Don't worry about it.
Well, it's a whole nother conversation. They probably have it, but we should probably have that conversation.
Brandy's yelling at me by leaning on me.
So Brandy?
Over it. Brandy's over it.
When you're off camera and you're cracking up, that's like my favorite. I like you on camera. Better, but when you're off camera and cracking up, that's like 1A. That is so funny. I know you don't do it on purpose, but you could. That should just be a show somehow. I don't know how you would pull that off. But
I can't believe how my laugh carries the whole. Like Dave's in here, and I'm out in our living room, and it's not that far.
She's like 25 feet away,
but it's still like it sounds so loud.
It's its own thing, right? Like I don't know. Everybody has like Crocs. Everybody has stuff on their shows. The group, the viewers, they get these things that they get stuck on. I love that yours is your off-camera laugh. That cracks me up.
Oh,
it's great. I love it.
It's
so organic,
pressure,
right?
Like, because then I'm just like, oh God, and then I'm trying not to laugh. I'm like, this is hilarious. Or like they're all getting ready and they're doing something, and I'm like, I kind of know, and I'm just like trying to not.
Isn't that guys? They think it's them. It's really you. It's you cracking up. Love it. All right, so we haven't talked too much about Disney. We only got like 6 more minutes.
Right.
Favorite thing?
Oh, you're good.
At Disney that you haven't done yet, Brandy, you go first.
Oh
this
gosh,
is easy.
My favorite thing that I haven't done.
Yeah.
I guess think you want to most do. It can't be your favorite. You know what I'm trying to say.
The one thing you haven't done that you want to do.
Yeah.
Enlighten me, Dave.
Grand one.
Yeah. How did I even forget that?
I have no clue.
I want to ride on my yacht so bad. I call it
on your yacht. I need more information.
We stayed at the Grand Floridian for 3 nights, and it was right across from the boat. She's like, that's mine.
I'm like, that's my boat right there. So I like to pretend, and it's just funny. It's just me being silly. But yeah, I want to go out in the Grand one, and I just think that would be fun. And I love boats. Like, I love boats. So that would be like the best.
Make it happen.
We were going to do it for my 40th birthday trip this year.
But you know what?
Thanks,
we'll do
COVID.
It later. We'll do it later.
You're a pile of crap.
It's good. It'll be better. We'll do it bigger and better.
Dave, what about you?
Whew. This is tough.
You do mine, but not your own?
I honestly like my thing is that I love that. I would love to do like a 8 or 10 hour private tour. That's great. But frankly, that's just like I just want to go ride Rise of the Resistance 77 times in a row. You know what I mean? like I would love to have lunch with Joe Rohde.
Ooh, that's a great one.
I would love to do
Imagineer lunch, breakfast, or dinner, whatever they do.
No, I haven't. I've thought about it a couple times, but again, with the kids and only going once a year, it's not been something I'm like, okay, I'm going to drop $180 on or whatever it is. So
yeah,
but would love to do the tour. Would love to meet Joe Rohde just in any capacity.
Is he your favorite Imagineer?
I think that the guy is. He's really good. Yeah, probably. I would think. I mean, that's
famous, isn't he? I mean, he's probably the one that most people
he's
know.
The most famous one. But the thing is, the reason he's the most famous one is because he crushed Animal Kingdom and then has worked on multiple projects post.
I mean, yeah. Well, and he's
very memorable too.
Well, he's been on so many television shows prior to late 2000s, early 2010s, cool and that's the thing. You have 87 earrings.
Design a cool earring for Joe.
Yeah,
it's not like there's that many people who have that kind of earring hanging there.
Yeah, but he's a good dude.
Yeah. What about legends, Disney legends, and Brandy, you dive in here too. Favorite Disney legend? Joe Rohde in the chat. Love that. Perfect.
Favorite Disney legend? I don't know. Dave, tell me what I want.
I don't know. What are you asking, Jeff? Favorite
Disney legend? I mean, you can go with Disney. You can go Mary Poppins. You can go Existentio. You can go whatever you want. Disney legend.
Got it. Old school person you want to meet?
I don't know. I'd like you to take the floor, please, because I'm gonna pass on this question.
Old school Disney. Roy Disney.
Oh.
Roy.
Now, I can't believe we're at the end, but my favorite question, and I use it a lot, and it's because of you, Dave.
We can go 15 or 20. You're good. Do your thing.
I've just tried to be respectful of your guys' time.
I appreciate it. You're fine.
You on your podcast, and you use it in your show sometimes, but on the podcast is the first time you did it with me. I heard you do it with, I think I listened to Resort TV 1. You were interviewing them. Yeah, I was mowing my lawn in my backyard to prep to be on your show, and I was listening to that show. That's what it was. And then you asked me to, and it's if you could relive a memory. Why don't you ask me the question, and I'll make you ask. This is the day.
If you could relive one Disney memory, what would it be?
I love that question, and I want to hear your answer. Go ahead. Either one.
I don't know which one to pick. You go first. Well, I think.
Probably.
I don't even know.
And it's so selfish of me. We went down when Gigi was 3. We added it on to the end of another vacation. We were at Hilton Head, and we went down just to meet Mickey Mouse, which was awesome. I would love to relive that moment. And the reason why is because I was too worried about getting a good picture of Gigi as opposed to enjoying the moment.
Aww.
So that's probably it. I mean, I really want to go do the Living Seas dealie again.
Oh yeah, that was cool for you.
Are you scuba diving? What are we talking about there?
No, not scuba. The
I surprised Dave. Yeah. I'm not very good at surprises.
Well, I guess it was. Yeah.
But he always wanted to do like the swim in the living seas and snorkel or whatever.
Well, they have both, but I'm not certified as scuba.
It was our 10th
year wedding anniversary. So it was 6 years ago.
I surprised him with this experience.
Have you heard this story, Jeff?
No, I don't think I have.
So Brandy surprised me for a 10th wedding anniversary.
Dave plans all of our stuff. Let's preface with that.
And it was
the planner. I just go along.
Brandy did a great job planning this, right? So she got me the Living Seas something, right? You don't scuba because you're not certified, but you snorkel. So they have, it's the same type of rig, but you're floating on top, right? But it's a 3-hour tour, right? So you go, you get a tour of the, exactly. It's very, very, why can't I think of it? Whatever. Mm-hmm. Anyway. I don't know. Gilligan's Island. Thank you.
I was going to let you do it, but
I appreciate that. So she got me this tour, and she surprised me with it.
Like totally surprised.
At Sci-Fi Dine-In, which is the very back of Hollywood Studios. And I had to get to the very front of Epcot in 45 minutes.
Oh, well, I mean,
I sprinted. Right? It's a good thing we got the water because I didn't eat dinner. I had to leave. I'm gone.
I was like, hey, guess what? Surprise. And
she's like, happy anniversary. You have to be there in an hour.
I thought it was plenty of time. There weren't minivans at that point.
Nope. I walked.
Unfortunately, because
I walked out of Hollywood Studios. I looked at the bus. The bus to Epcot just left. And I sprinted the back way in, went in, whatever.
Okay, so that's where my brain went. You went through Boardwalk? How do you even get there?
Yeah. Boardwalk, the whole way over, International Gateway, the whole way around, whatever.
Across the street. Okay. Yeah.
If I just would have thought it through, we should have had dinner at the Coral Reef.
Yeah, we should have had lunch at the Coral Reef.
But I didn't.
So wait. Where you had to go, they actually serve food there? But you had food somewhere else?
You haven't been to Coral? You haven't eaten Coral Reef yet?
I haven't. I'm kidding. I'm like, you should have been in. Yeah. But I hear that's pretty cool there now. So that's a good one. Favorite place to eat on property. You're my food go-to guy. You and Disney Dave for sure. If I could have one meal at Disney on this next trip, I need to go where?
Food or experience?
Your call.
Because my favorite place isn't the best food at all, but I love sci-fi. Like, love going there. I just think it's really cool. The food's not great, but I don't care because I just have fun.
Theater experience.
Yes, you like sit in the cars and all the weird old movies.
I remember I'm looking up there and that's fun. And I look down, I'm like, it took me like a good 20 seconds to see my food.
Right, exactly. Sounds right.
So that was a little.
I don't know. I love that place. And like I said, I mean, the food's okay, but it's not.
Brandy loves
it. Like amazing. Like if you were going to Cali Grill or Cali Grill.
If you
different other Narcoossee's.
Yeah.
Just depends.
If you're going to pay for one meal, it's Cali Grill brunch.
Yeah, that's your thing. But I think I would pay
$90 a person.
So why?
What $90 a person
menu going? But tell me what I'm missing,
Jeff. It's $90 a person, and it's probably the best deal on property.
No, what?
Yeah.
So what do they do?
Here's why. First of all you can drink champagne.
Okay.
So if you're going to have a couple of mimosas at $12 each, that's $24.
Okay.
If you're without even getting into any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm doing 100% numbers
food.
here.
Just food.
Okay.
If you are a sushi fan and you go to California Grill, if you're a sushi fan, well then Jeff, you already win. If you go to sushi, if you're a sushi fan and go to California Grill, if you get a California roll, it is going to cost you $24. I don't know if that's true. It's probably $17, but it's a whole hell of a lot of money.
For a little roll, right?
My daughter ate 22 pieces of sushi. It's an open sushi bar, and they'll make whatever you want.
She came out looking like me. What the heck? 22?
That's number 2. Number 3, there's a massive charcuterie plate.
Oh,
fantastic.
Charcuterie.
Oh, out of this world.
You have to go on an empty stomach.
And here's
empty.
And here's the big one. You pay $90 and you're like, oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And it's one entree plus this buffet. But it's not just one entree. It is entrees. It's whatever you want. There are 11 a la carte entrees, and you can eat all of them if you want. All of them. Last time we were there,
stay all day. Is that what I'm doing?
Last time we were there, I had butter poached lobster egg Benedict.
We did a video on.
Ate the crap out of it.
I didn't see that because I love it. I would remember that.
Then
Dave made it. He made it for.
And then had a bison burger. Mm-hmm. And then in between all this, had probably 18 to 20 pieces of sushi, a whole lot of charcuterie, all this other stuff. I may or may not have had 2 bottles of champagne.
I don't know. But
here's the deal.
Loving it up there. We were
at $90 a person, you're like, this is ridiculous. At $90 a person for me.
Well, because you're comparing it to Disney prices.
Well, look, you can pay $86 for a whatever buffet to go meet a princess, and it's $90, and the food is
it's like mediocre. This
top
is like
caliber,
top shelf.
So I'm not the guy who thinks that Disney food is overpriced. I think when you compare a meal to a meal, I live in Fort Worth, so if I go to downtown Fort Worth and have a nice meal, it's maybe 10% more at Disney, maybe.
Well, yeah, I mean, if
so, it's not. To me, that's
you and the wife go to a steakhouse, it's $200.
If you go to a nice one,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not the guy who thinks that Disney food is overpriced, but people
love a lot of people look at it.
There's a string quartet. There is the
I want spoon fed for $90. says Taylor made
and
magic.
then you can come back for the fireworks. You can go up there to the balcony.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
there's so many.
Where is it? I don't think I know where it is. Then where is it?
California Grill.
It's at the top of the Contemporary.
Oh, sure.
So there's that special balcony up there, so you can come back, just show your receipt, and then go to the fireworks when they have the fireworks up.
What's the DVC balcony up there called?
Oh, that's Bailey
Top
Tower.
of the world.
That's Bailey Tower.
Okay,
Top of the
world. Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite park and why?
Well, on top of that, you get 20% off if you have
tables
annual pass.
Yeah.
Oh, annual pass.
So tables. Tables. Yeah. Annual pass is 10, 20 with tables.
Favorite park and why?
Mine is
Studios.
Hollywood Studios once again because I love the atmosphere there. It is my favorite place to be.
Mine's Studios because it's always been Studios, but it's even more Studios because of Galaxy's
How many
Edge.
times?
Studios.
One of my favorite podcasts ever, and I'm not just saying this because you're my friend and you're on my show, was you and I still don't remember. Was it
Bryson?
It was Bryson, yeah, for the love of God. That's who it was. Yep. I've told you this before. And you guys were talking about, you got me so fired up for something that I was already so fired up for, Galaxy's Edge.
That was a good one.
I still, every now and then I'll read an article or a blog. Somebody will bitch and moan about Galaxy's Edge. I'm like, dude, you got to ride the Millennium Falcon. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. I feel like
there's always going to be people who complain about everything.
Oh, amen to that, yeah. Last question. We'll wrap it up after this. I don't think, Dave, I think I've heard you say you're not a big fan of the live action. I don't know how you are, Brandy. Let's just pretend like, let's just forget that part. If you're going to be in a Disney movie, you're going to be an actor and or an actress in a live action Disney movie, whether it's already been made or it's going to happen. Who do you play and why? What Disney character do you play in what movie?
I would play Elsa because
all the questions tonight, you like that, Dave. This one you knew. I love it.
I knew it.
I love snow. Love snow. I am the person that it starts snowing, I will run outside and do like a snow angel. I mean, I'm a teacher, so at school, like usually when it's like there's snow in the forecast, I'm quirky. It's just what I do. So I'll go out in the hall and I'll like pretend I'm Elsa, and the kids are I teach junior high, and they're like looking at me like.
So do I, Britt.
But it's hilarious. It's so fun. I just
love it. What a great answer.
I love that ice. I love the ice blue color. There's just so many things. And that's totally who I would.
All right.
Yeah, hey, Brianna. All right.
Here's my answer. I got
can't say
two.
Anna. That'd be fun.
I got two. One would be Olaf in that.
Okay. Good.
I have to.
I like it.
But here's
and you can give him one hug. Then
here's the real one. Homer Simpson.
Oh, going off the range, but not really. Staying in house, but
going by Disney.
Everything is.
I would be live action Homer Simpson. Heartbeat.
Give me a line. I must hear it now.
Spider Pig.
So you want
a Spider Pig does.
Everyone watch Dave's face. He's going to make I'm annoyed at Jeff face. Ready? And 3, 2, 1. I've never seen an episode of The Simpsons.
What?
There it was. I've seen, and you know what? It's not like I don't like I watch a commercial for it.
You have Disney Plus, right? You have Disney Plus?
Dude, I've been alive for the last 30 years. What do you? I've it's been around.
But
forever.
you can watch all of them right now.
Like for the last 30 years.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you how much Dave loves The Simpsons.
The commercials make me laugh. I don't want anybody to think I don't think it's funny. I just don't. I mean, it's TV. Whatever.
He wanted Homer and Marge on top of our wedding cake, and I was like, I'm not kidding. I said, absolutely not.
I want to thank you.
But my mother.
But your mother, God love her.
Who loves me.
Yes. She, at our wedding reception, she bought a full-size wedding cake for him with a Homer and Marge on top.
Not our wedding reception. Not our wedding reception.
I'm sorry, our rehearsal
For
dinner.
our rehearsal dinner, she got a 3-tier wedding cake with Homer and Marge on top of it.
It might have been bigger than our actual wedding cake.
Probably was.
when she ordered it, did they say, you want a what?
No. She bought it off of eBay. I have it in the basement.
Yeah, she bought the wedding topper. Yeah,
it's going on Gigi's cake. She doesn't know it.
She is not getting that on. Well, let's not worry about that right now. But I stopped it once, and I will stop it.
You will not stop it a second time. I am paying for it the second time. You will not stop it.
I love it. So wow, dang! I would have if you gave me 100 guesses. I wouldn't have went with Mr. Simpson.
You know I'm really surprised.
I'm a huge Simpsons fan, and honestly, like live action, like if you go like traditional Disney stuff, it would be whoever The Rock is playing for the Jungle Cruise movie.
Cruise.
Yeah. Because I would do it better than he will, and I love The Rock. I love The Rock. My muscles aren't that big, but they're ropey, and Brandy likes them, and that's all that matters.
There's so many follow-ups to that, but I'll ignore it. If you love The Rock, why do you want to be that? Like, why would you be good at that? I guess is where I'm going.
Well, no. You said if I could be anything, like I think The Rock's gonna crush it. I am so excited for that movie.
So I'm not a Rock fan, but I am. Let me explain. I don't want to like him. I want his eyebrow to go down. It drives me crazy. But every freaking movie I love him. Early on. It's
you
a
and you and Steve best friends,
huh?
You and Steve best friends.
I love Steve, but I don't want to. I love the UFC and I don't like fake wrestling, and so I can't get it out of my head. But he's so funny. I love him, and I'm a fan.
Here's my thing with Dwayne Johnson. He has such a fantastic history of how he got to what he was and now what he is. He is by far one of the ultimate entrepreneurs of our time.
Totally agree. I love it.
And fantastic. I am not a WWE fan, whatever it is, at all. If that dude ran for president ever,
I don't know his politics, but it'd be hard for me not to. I mean, I really do love his daughter are so
probably do because he's a capitalist at heart.
Well, there you go. I mean, yeah, I hear you. But have you seen his videos with his little daughter? Like, especially the one when it's Maui.
Do you follow him on TikTok? No, obviously.
No, TikTok. I don't even know how to spell TikTok. But when he does the one with his daughter and it's Maui singing, is this daddy? And she's like, no. I love that so much. It's the cutest thing ever.
Yeah.
So good.
All right, one more, because you said I could.
Yeah.
You're not in a
hurry.
Fine, favorite Rock movie? I must know.
Favorite Rock movie?
The Rock movie.
Oh,
While you think Tooth Fairy is hilarious, and I can't. If I'm going on the channels, my daughter will make fun of me. San Andreas, I love earthquakes. Sorry, I'm from California. I can't turn that one off. Like it's like I don't know what.
Right,
it's like.
that makes sense.
I can't not watch it.
Oh man,
The Rock is
what's the one freaking comedy cop movie that was in?
Comedy cop movie? Baywatch? I don't know.
No, Baywatch was pretty funny.
Cop movie? I don't think I know it.
Oh, I don't know which one I would pick.
Yeah,
I'm not answering this because you're the one that said
I don't know.
Your favorite. But I do like him.
I didn't say he was my favorite. I said I like him in that. Why can't? I mean, I don't know. He was all right in the Fast and the Furious whole series.
So watch his face again, people. Ready? Never saw one of those.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I was scrolling through TikTok today, and there was a reference about It was a reference to, I want to say it was the first Fast and Furious. And it was I used to say I live my life a quarter mile at the time. And now I know I like you because you do the same and whatever. And the best thing was it was the dude who has coined the push light stuff. That guy's killing it, by the way. For there's like 6 Facebook / YouTube / TikTok guys that are being like 100% dad bod perfection, and that dude's one of them. The other one's is it Redneck Billy? The Ginger Billy on Facebook.
I don't know what that is, but I know I would like it.
Oh my god, dude's hilarious.
He's funny.
I don't know what you said that made me think of the what is it? The most interesting man in the world. I missed that guy. The Bush.
Yeah, I miss it.
That's what made me think of it. Or most interesting man in the world.
Yeah. Someone said Jumanji. Jumanji was fantastic.
Jumanji was great. I haven't seen the second one yet. Jumanji was great.
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
I like that one.
I think Kevin Hart stole that one. He did it. He's fantastic. Just
the dude who played the young girl, Jack Black. Jack Black.
Yeah, Jack Black was good.
I love that guy. I didn't feel like that was his right name.
Love Jack Black.
All right, listen. So we went a little over time. I appreciate you guys letting me. Brandy, tell people about the boutique. We had a bunch of people come in late. I don't think they heard the boutique. So what the heck is Jux Boutique? Tell them again.
It is a boutique that I have on Facebook. It is a group. You want to get invited into the group or just ask to be invited in. I have sizes from, small to plus size, trendy and comfy, all kinds of great clothes for good prices, and just a fun place to be. So
go check it out, people.
Love for you to be there.
Twitch, what the heck? For people who didn't hear that, I think they need to hear that one more time, Dave.
What?
Dave Daly on Twitch.
All right, so check out the Dave Daly on TikTok.
If you like watching
TikTok
video
and
games.
if you're a video game fan,
on TikTok and on Twitch.
Check out Twitch.
Yeah.
The big thing is that if we're going to push anything, we are going to be streaming on Brandy and Dave every Tuesday at 5:30 with Party of Two, talking Disney food, potentially cooking it, potentially making some Disney drinks, but that's kind of where our heart is.
Yeah.
When it comes to Disney, we love the food, so we're going to talk about that.
Will there be a Dole Whip night? Is really what you need to know.
What's that?
Will there be a Dole Whip day?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, we got to do Dole Whip.
Dude, Tuesday, we haven't even announced this yet. Tuesday's kitchen sink. We're probably making one.
Dang. That's going to be expensive.
I got to figure it out. We're good.
I bet you do. Guys, get over to their channel. Brandy and Dave is the channel. The Daily Dave Daily, all the things. Be Jux, be Jew.
Be
Jux.
All the things. Guys, if you didn't know it already, they're awesome. Go check them out and go give them some love on all their things. I think that's it. What do you want to end it with? Last thing for you guys, and then I'll say goodnight to the peeps.
Love you all.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. Appreciate you listening to us talk in circles.
Thanks for coming on the second time. I appreciate it. So Creator Talk is, it's in 12 minutes. So Creator Talk, we're talking about trolls. I've got 3 stories about trolls to share. Lynn's just going to hope I let her have a word in today because I got plenty of things tonight. So there you go. So if you are a troll or you want to get rid of a troll or you just want to hear me yelling about trolls, 12 minutes right here. You don't have to go, but you can't stay here. Have fun storming the castle. See you soon. Go subscribe to Brandy and Dave. Bye, guys. I should be able to hit the buttons.